MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the pivotal Game 5 of the World Series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, they're down 3-1, so it's do or die time now. That's not a good place to be, obviously, but we do see some teams play their best when their backs are up against the ropes. The key is to just take it one game at a time and not worry about how many more wins you need.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Houston Astros.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who will get the ball here in this one. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. What do you have on this lineup as they go for a championship here on the road, D-Row?
A huge key I see for this lineup is they're going to have to make this defense work. They're not afraid to kick a baseball around. If they can put the ball in play and make this defense beat themselves, they don't even have to worry about running into a 3-run homer.
Charlie Morton gets the call in Game 5 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, Charlie Morton is an interesting guy. Kind of turned his career around a few years ago when he decided to change his arm angle to that of Roy Halladay, the former Blue Jays and Phillies pitcher. Overpowering fastball at times would sink 92 to 95 miles an hour, sweeping slider and the changeup. The key is he needs that sinker, that two-seamer, to throw it early on in the strike zone.
Leading off tonight for Arizona, right fielder, John Jay.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out.
Batting second, left fielder, David Peralta.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Well, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
So coming to the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. First delivery to him on the way. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right
here. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Reddick on the run. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollock. And he is frozen on a good curveball that started at his hip at strike one.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, one run feels like 3 or 4.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. He'll get it into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double. Already their second double of this first inning, guys.
Yeah, he's not fooling anybody so far, Matt. Like you said, that's the second double he's given up here. And if he doesn't get things figured out, it's going to be a real short outing.
Eduardo Escobar standing in, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit down the line at first. And that's a fair ball as it's through into right field. And the run will score from second as now it's a 3-0 game. And the last 3 hitters have reached base safely here. You have to wonder whether he's going to be able to settle down here before it's too late. Into the box, Nick Ahmed. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Definitely not what you're trying to do here. 0-2 with a curveball. You see a lot of guys elevate a fastball like that in this situation, but a curve like that is just asking to get punished.
The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. In the dirt here. 3 runs already home here. Popped him up. Reddick coasts under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting 7, second baseman, Daniel Descalso.
Now batting, Daniel Descalso. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The 0-1. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Pause, and the 0-2. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Another 0-2 coming. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. The 1-2. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Jeff Mathis.
Settling in now, Jeff Mathis. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
The 1-0 delivery. Takes a knee-high fastball. Hit the other way out toward right field. Reddick has a read on it, and that retires the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Diamondbacks 3, the Astros coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Well, Matt, I'm looking for someone to step up right now. Down 3 runs, someone's going to have to hit a gapper with runners in scoring position. It all starts with the leadoff guy. Find a way to execute and get himself on base. See if they can get a rally started and get back in this.
Zach Greinke has the ball for the 5th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Zach Greinke, one of the most complete pitchers in the game of baseball. 4-pitch mix. I don't think anybody commands the fastball as well as Zach Greinke. Up, down, in and out. He can dot the fastball. Good curveball, good change. Has the slider that he'll throw to both righties and lefties. If Zach Greinke brings his A game, he can shut anybody down.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Astros, right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Here's the first pitch to him. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Oh, and 1, here it comes. And that one just missed outside. High in the air out to center field. Pollard has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Batting second, left fielder, Denard Span.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Ball one.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Just a touch inside. Perhaps it's 2-1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And with 2 away now, let's take another look at our playoff brackets. And of course, the question on everybody's mind, will we crown a champion here tonight? Greinke looks in. First pitch on the way. A high fastball is in there.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count. He wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So nothing happening this time around. On to the second inning now for Minute Maid Park. D-backs out in front, 3-0. Stepping into the box, Steven Souza.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. Hit sharply on the ground. There is Altuve. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Now batting, right fielder, John Jay.
In now is John Jay. He flied out leading off the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. There's a strike.
0-1.
Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Ground ball right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line up, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
In now, David Peralta, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Reddick at the track. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. David Peralta with a two-run shot. His second home run of the series as the Diamondbacks have extended their lead now 5-0.
Well, that ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that one right out of here.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
The 2-0 on the way. He's looked at for the first strike.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Reddick on the run, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Now batting, center fielder, A.J. Pollard.
Coming to the plate now, A.J. Pollard. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's ball 1. One and 2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
And he chased it in the dirt. McCann corrals it, and the throw to first ends the inning. But the Diamondbacks pick up a couple courtesy of this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's the Diamondbacks 5 and the Astros nothing.
Leading off for the Astros, the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Career line against Greinke. He's hitless in 6 tries. The windup and the 0-1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. Greinke has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Count still at 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Batting fifth, center fielder, George Springer.
Next up for the Stros, George Springer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And it's fouled away. One out, nobody on. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Well, we all know he's going to get strikeouts when he's on the mound. It's kind of his thing. The key for the offense is to actually make them work for him, so that 3-pitch see you later isn't going to help very much.
Greinke gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. And now a pitch on the way. A little bouncer. That winds up foul.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Coming to the plate now, Eduardo Escobar looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Another full count pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Springer giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
At the plate, Nick Ahmed. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one right down Main Street. Bases are empty. 1 man out. High pop-up. Bregman is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Daniel Descalso.
Stepping in, Daniel Descalso. A base hit in his first trip. Now the pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1. Two balls and a strike. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And that is in there at the letters to run it full, 3-2.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A dive. He's got it. He gathers the throw. Got him. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this.
Leading off for the Astros, designated hitter, Marwin Gonzalez.
First pitch on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. It's 2-0 to Marwin Gonzalez.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike. Good spot for the change there, and that'll knock things up at 2-2.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
Now another 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another try at 2-2. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He grounds it sharply to third. Escobar comes up with it. Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
The pitch. And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike 1.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
A ball and a strike to Brian McCann.
Hey.
1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Good work there by Zack Greinke, and it remains a 5-0 ball game. Ready now, Jeff Mathis. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch of the at-bat. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that two-seam fastball.
And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
Full count.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit hard towards center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So it's a good start to the inning for the Diamondbacks. Leadoff hitters aboard.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Standing in now, Steven Souza, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Mathis aboard here at first with nobody out. High in the air out towards shallow right. Reddick has a read on it. 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, John Jay.
Digging in and looking for more, John Jay. A fly out and a single for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Hit down the line at first, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Reddick. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, David Peralta.
Ready to take his hacks again, David Peralta, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
5 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. Peralta can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Colin McHugh answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And there's a base hit on the line. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 6-0 ball game.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollard, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 0-1 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ready with the 0-2. Fooled him a bit, as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. And Altuve will put the squeeze on this one, and that ends the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. D-backs lead it 6-0. Stepping in, Reddick. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Grounded to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The left field, number 3, denied. And
So one away here with the bases empty, and standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big zero in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Escobar moving to his right, and there are two away now.
the second baseman, number 27, Altuve.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Greinke looks in. Here's the delivery. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Oh, not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. The 3-1. 3-2 now.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and there's the first hit of the game for Houston.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Throw over to first, and he's back in standing. Here's Carlos Correa now. He swings and grounds it to short. Ahmed has it, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. One left for Houston. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Eduardo Escobar standing in. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
Third baseman, number 7, Eduardo Escobar.
First offering on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Sliders in for a strike. Hit out towards second, and that's through for a hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box, Nick Ahmed, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. And it's 1-1. Escobar gets his lead at first, nobody out. Line toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. And he'll get in there at third base, and the Diamondbacks have runners at the corners to start the frame.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Lifetime history with Colin McHugh. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. Runners are at first and third with none out. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Descalso behind 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he got him.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In now, Jeff Mathis. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. On the move is Reddick, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Ahmed rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily as they push their lead to 8 now.
Always nice to get some run production from the bottom of your order, right? That double brings in 2 runs, and the top of the order is coming up here. This could really be a big inning.
Standing in now, Steven Souza.
Nope, that's a ball.
And he takes ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. Eight runs on 12 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. 2-2. The 2-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is Springer. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder, John Jay.
In now is John Jay. Lifetime history with Colin McHugh, batting at an even .400. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. 2 out here and a runner at second. Hit to first. Gurriel picks it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the Astros nothing.
Leading off for the Astros, center fielder, George Springer.
And the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Now a flare out toward right center. Descalzo ranging into the outfield, and that's the first out of the inning. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Digging in to try it again, Yuli Gurriel. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. And here's Jay to put it away, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Marwin Gonzalez.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
Line drive to left. Well, this is going to hang up there just long enough to be taken in on the run in shallow left, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. So striding forward now, David Peralta. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. In there, 1-2 now. Ball 2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Peralta is retired, and there's one away. Into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just a bit high. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. A.J. Pollock will be next. And no messing with Goldschmidt there as he'll take first on ball 4.
Wow, all I know is these guys don't need any more help to get on base. Believe it or not, that's the first walk they've gotten. They've done all their damage the hard way. See if they can add to it here.
At the plate, A.J. Pollock. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. From the belt, kicks and deals. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back easily. Goldschmidt stands at first with 1 out. Pollock in front, 3 balls and a strike.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the 2nd out of the inning.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, third baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
Digging in, Eduardo Escobar. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Two out with the man at first. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
The 1-2. Hot shot to third. Oh, just a brutal pop, and it goes right by him.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Into the box now, Nick Ahmed.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Popped him up. Gurriel in foul ground. And this is going to fall. He can't flag it down. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Hit out towards second. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And it's there, but it's dropped at the plate. And the runner from second is in to score.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
That's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Dero. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
Stepping in now, Daniel Descalso. Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Softly hit out to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the D-backs 9 and the Astros 0. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later innings.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And this is popped foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And Goldschmidt able to put the squeeze on it here. 1 away.
Catcher number 16, Brian McCann.
Striding into the box, Brian McCann. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there, 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. And the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Into the box, Josh Reddick. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Greinke's ready. Here it is on 1-0. Right over the middle, knee high. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They're down 9-0. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. It's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary. Brad Peacock comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Ready for another chance, Jeff Mathis. So far 2 for 3 in this one.
Jeff Mathis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1. And it's 1-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
And he had him set up perfectly there, as he's not even close to touching that pitch. And on 4 pitches, he becomes out number 1.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
In now, Steven Souza. And look out, as that one ran in and got him.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
In now, John Jay. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Souza, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Jay behind 0-2 now. Peacock A 6'1" right-hander. He was taken in the very late rounds during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Span is under it. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, David Peralta.
Into the box now, David Peralta. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. He's set, and the pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Long throw to third. And he is in there.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. One run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Standing in now, A.J. Pollock, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. He's 1 for 4. A 1 pitch on its way. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
Ready on 0-2. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Time to get up and stretch here at Minute Maid Park. Diamondbacks lead this one 11-0. So stepping in, Denard Span. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. And that gets him on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
I'll tell you what, D-Roll, this guy's been on point. After that knock, that's only their second knock of the game, and it's getting late into this one.
Yeah, it's frustrating. You can see it from the manager to the hitting coach to everyone in this lineup. They are really upset with the way they've swung the bats. Maybe this is the start of something late.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. And a fastball is in there for strike one.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Hit hard back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Here's Carlos Correa now, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Line drive to left. Peralta is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Center fielder number 4, George Springer.
Here's George Springer. From the stretch. Snap throw from the catcher. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. Through 6 1/3, Greinke still working on a shutout. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. Next pitch will be an even 80 so far for Greinke. The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here he comes again, 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a line drive. But this is going to get foul. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And oh, look out. Up and in, and nearly took his head off.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
Down the first baseline, fielded by Goldschmidt, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, First baseman, US
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Span on third. Altuve at second with 2 gone. Gurriel behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Little chopper back to the mound. On to first, and the Astros can't cash in as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Astros. They trail in this one 11-0. Eduardo Escobar standing in. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. He's a perfect 2 for 2.
Eduardo Escobar.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And there's ball 2 now. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Another 2-2 offering. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Nick Ahmed will be next. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Altuve at second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Well, there are blowouts, and then there are blowouts. And this, folks, is a blowout. As you get a look at our line score, it's not often that you see a road team come into this place and put a whooping on these guys like the one we're seeing here tonight. So digging in now, Nick Ahmed. He singled his last time up. Adeiny Echeverria will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. In there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you can do anything about it.
Here's the 0-2. Missed with a slider. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
Popped him up. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
For batter, second baseman, Daniel Descalso.
Now at the plate, Daniel Descalso. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Line toward right center. Reddick is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order, but they lead it 11-0. Adeiny Echeverria will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 12.
So a new pitcher set to come on now, and we'll get an appearance from the hard-throwing right-hander Santiago Casilla. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. Line hard to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Here's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter, and he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Stepping in, Alex Bregman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. A cold strike on the inside corner. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. On the ground to the left side. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
The catcher, number 16, Brian McCann.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. Lifetime numbers against Casilla. He's only 1 for 10. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
Two balls and a strike. Casilla, a former member of the Oakland A's. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And he fouls this one off. Ready with the 2-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. And Goldschmidt will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 11-0. Hector Rondon enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Hector Rondon.
Stepping up now, Jeff Mathis. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest.
Number 2, Jeff Mathis.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 misses, ball 2. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
And the pitch. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Hit hard towards center. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in the show get absolutely hammered.
Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Jake Lamb come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Jake Lamb.
They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. One and 1 the count to Jake Lamb. Changeup. Good pitch there. 1-2. Rondon, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 1-2 is blasted out to left center. This one's deep and not coming back. Gone! Jake Lamb connects for a 2-run home run. His first homer here in the series as this lead got even wider.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone over the heart of the plate, This guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
Now batting, right-hander, John.
In now is John Jay. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive to center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Into the box now, David Peralta, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Look into McCann, the 1-1. Lifted in the air out to center field. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out.
First baseman number 44,
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Paul Goldschmidt. His past numbers against Hector Rondon, batting .500, 4 for 8. He's taken him deep once. Here comes the first pitch. Lined hard toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Oh, and he's not going to make it to third as he's gunned down by the right fielder. And that's a tough second out. So here's the cleanup hitter, A.J. Pollock. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Goldschmidt leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. So 2 runs on 4 hits here. No errors. And 1 man left on base. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. Arizona's on top. 13-0.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher to tell you about, and it's the side-arming right-hander Brad Ziegler that gets the assignment. Now at the plate, Josh Reddick. And obviously they'll need a 9th inning rally here if this series is going to make it to a Game 6.
Josh Reddick.
Here's the first pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Into the box, Denard Span. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike one. The batter pitcher numbers with Brad Ziegler. He's got a 3 for 7 line. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now the 0-2 pitch. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. Hot shot on the ground is short. Backhanded. On to first, and now the Astros are up against it, down to their final out now.
The second baseman, number 27, Altuve.
Now in the box, Jose Altuve. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike one. The 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Last strike now for Houston. Grounded back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's live.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Here's Carlos Correa now as he hits one on a line to left field. And the Commissioner's Trophy is headed for the desert because the Diamondbacks have won the World Series.
Wow, World Series champions. The only thing that could have made this sweeter would have been doing it in front of the home crowd. But hey, they're not complaining, believe me. Now they can look forward to celebrating during the parade as they bring the World Series trophy home. What a moment for this team, this organization, and that city.
Back now on the show. It's all over, and you see the reactions there to the final out. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.
The winning pitcher is Zach Greinke. Loss goes to Charlie Morton. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Minute Maid Park, 40,950. The Astros thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.